Hi everyone, I wanted to jump on here really quick and just give a rave review to the Salt New York Sneaky Balm Hydrating Skin Tint, which may possibly have the cutest packaging for a foundation that I've ever seen. I'm going to be making this a quick review today because, as you can probably hear, I still have some laryngitis from this illness that I've been dealing with, and I'm not quite back to 100% yet, but I've just really missed you guys, and I wanted to share this wonderful product with you. So let's get started on it. I had never heard about this product until one of my lovely subs told me about it. And as soon as I went to the website, I fell in love because they use absolutely no retouching, filters, or even concealer, powder, blush on their models so that you can see what the product truly looks like. So right off the bat, I just fell in love with their transparency. And I also fell in love with their packaging. And yes, I am a sucker for beautiful packaging, but this may be the cutest packaging I've ever seen. So this is a magnetic palette right here, and what you do is you buy the individual tints. Now, you don't have to buy their palette, but I just think it's wonderful because it has a zipper, so you can be assured that it's going to stay closed if you're traveling with it. So I had no problem whatsoever buying the palette to go with it. But you buy these individual tints, and then you can put them in there. You know, they have blush tints, they have foundation tints, they have contour tints. And they actually had a really good sale going on when I bought it a few weeks ago that is still going on, where normally the tints are $16 a piece, but right now if you purchase 3 tints, you get 2 free. So I took that opportunity to buy 3 different shades of foundation so that I could go back and forth depending on how much self-tanner I had on. And then for my 2 free tints, I got a contour shade and I got one of their blush shades. So this foundation is meant to go on in light layers, and I would definitely say this is a light to medium coverage. I don't know that you could build it up to a full coverage, although I did go in with 2 layers to try to build it up, and it built up really beautifully. If I had to give you a reference for what this is similar to, I would say it reminded me a bit of the Wayne Goss, the new Wayne Goss foundation, although I'm not saying that it's a dupe. But I am saying that it is similar in the sense that it's kind of that balmy texture and it starts off light and then you can build it up. As you can see from my application, I almost immediately fell in love with this. I tried this using a beauty blender, I used fingers on the forehead, and then I used a brush on the right side of my face, and all 3 left a beautiful finish. The skin tint itself comes in 12 inclusive shades, and by the way, I love that they had some neutral shades to choose from. There's no added fragrance, and they're vegan and cruelty-free. And as far as the palettes go, if you want to purchase the empty palette from them, you can purchase the large one, which will hold 8 tints for $35, or the small one, which I currently have for $20, that holds 4 tints. But now that I know I love it, I'm definitely interested in getting the larger palette. It's almost hard to describe how this worked, but I just put on this very light layer of balm, and it just kind of started, it almost looked like it was just erasing the imperfections in my face. And trust me, right now, I'm sick, my face is puffy, it's broken out, it's red, so I wasn't really expecting it to do all that much for me. But it was just such a lovely light coverage, a very skin-like coverage, and I feel like this would work for a wide variety of skin types. If you're oily, you'll definitely have to do a little bit of powder with it, but it's not so overly dewy that someone with oily skin couldn't wear this. And if you're dry or have normal to dry skin like I do, you could definitely get away with just putting this on and not having to worry about powder with it. This foundation would work for so many occasions, but I think especially just as an everyday foundation, it's so quick to put on, and it just leaves you with really soft, healthy looking skin. The video isn't over yet. I'm still going to include swatches, of course, but my voice is starting to go, so I'm going to take that as a sign that I should stop talking. Thank you so much for your patience as I did this kind of different video from what I normally do, just to kind of get through it. I'm praying to be at 100% by the end of this weekend so that I can put out 2 more videos for you this week, because there's just so much that I'm excited about. It's so much I want to share with you, and I just absolutely love our conversations that we have in the comments about foundation and makeup. So I hope you're having a beautiful day. Hang on for the rest of the video, and I will see you next week.